What's happening? I'm Iron Man from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records. When I'm not creating new music, I'm probably teaching somebody how to play better basketball, which involves watching and playing a lot of basketball. If I'm not doing that, I'm trying to expand our clothing line. As such, when I shoot videos for our new YouTube channel, Just My Views on Life, sometimes I don't get around to posting those videos. People see me out and about, they're like, Iron Man, promise us a new video, where it's at. That's what happens with the video, the Kyrie Saga. After he announced he no longer had any intentions of playing with the Cleveland Cavaliers, or at least that's what the rumors said, everybody said their bit, they had their reaction to it. I waited in the sidelines, listened to what everyone else had to say, gathered as much information as I could, and I developed my own distinct, unique perspective and view on the situation. Now that Isaiah Thomas has had another surgery, Kyrie himself has had another surgery, been ruled out for the entire duration of the playoffs. People are going back into the debate, who won the trade? Did the Cavs actually win the trade? And did the Celtics win the trade? Like, there's no real way to determine that, because with the draft pick that the Cavaliers got, it's going to be an easy 5 or 6 years before we see what actually comes to fruition from that. But as it stands now, I've always been told that whoever gets the absolute best player in the trade, which is Kyrie Irving, that's the team that usually wins the trade. So, with that being said, I bring to you the Kyrie Saga. I believe it was well worth the wait. You will enjoy. To support what I do, just type in JMVOL or Just My Views on Life into the search bar or on youtube.com. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that little notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. What's happening? It's Iron Man from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records. And I'm sure by now you've heard the exploding news straight off the wire. Kyrie Irving wants or has requested a trade. I am so glad. It warms my heart that I'm not the only person who has had more than enough of LeBron James. Is he a great player? Yes. But what he does to the teams that he's on, I'm just not with that. When you say, oh, he's went to 7 straight finals, and hey man, that's great. When you got LeBron James and you got another Hall of Famer with you and another potential Hall of Famer with you, I would expect you to be getting no less than a conference finals. You should be getting to the finals every year. Everyone says, not that I agree, everyone says the East is the weaker conference and all that nonsense. Shouldn't you be getting to the finals every year? I mean, hey, if I've got a Ferrari, I should be winning a lot of races. Somebody pulls up to me next to you on a light and you want to go, I'm going to give it to them, because I'm in a Ferrari. I'm in a Ferrari. I should win a whole lot of races. There shouldn't be too many people that are challenging me because I'm in a Ferrari. Okay? Come on, man. Keep it real. Keep it 100.
100,
Okay?
100, 100,
Listen,
100.
Man, being a lifelong Laker that I am, I've been on record as saying I'm not really too amped about the potential of LeBron going to the Lakers next year. It depends on what circumstances it is. If he comes there just to be a part of the team and lets everyone else grow in their roles and develop, in an organic manner, kind of like the Golden State Warriors did, great, I'm all with it. Jump on board this L train. Let's go. Purple and gold for life. We doing it out here. But we know that's not gonna happen. Well, the chance that happen is pretty slim. Whenever he goes to the team, they gut the roster, they get rid of everybody else, it becomes all about him, and he acts like he's not making decisions, but he's like, I'm not gonna be on the team unless y'all ask about, y'all inquire with me about, y'all talk to me before y'all start making any decisions. And which would be okay, but he's not a good GM. He's not a good GM. He keeps signing. He says, hey man, as long as I'm on the team, James Jones gonna be on the team. He's 36 years old, getting no minutes. Come on, bro. Did you sign off on that Matthew Dellavedova signing? Did you sign off on that too? Come on, man. How about Darren Williams? I'm sure you A-OK'd that before they went out and got him. Oh, come on, bro. What about Larry? I can't even remember his last name. The dude who went out for his anxiety or whatever, and he was smoking pot, and he's like, I'm not giving this up. He used to be Larry Sanders. He used to be on the Bucks. Did you okay that too? Andrew Bogut? What did you really think Andrew Bogut was going to give you? Buckets? Come on, man. Got these people that are signed or represented by Clutch Sports, your agency with your homie Rich Paul. You got these massive contracts for Tristan Thompson. Got J.R. Smith, got him his money. Come on, man. And then you're mad. You're talking about, I need some more help. I need some more help. They gave you your help. They gave you everybody that you wanted. Gave you everybody that you wanted. And then you weren't able to come through. And most of that, hey, look, y'all can be mad if y'all want to, but look at the finals. KD was killing LeBron. Hey, he was killing LeBron, bro. He was killing LeBron. He should be on trial for murder right now because he got killed. Got killed in every single game. You see when he shook and pulled up for that three? Oh, listen. listen. You're supposed to be the greatest player in the world. You can't stop this guy. You can't even slow him down. He getting 30 a game regardless. Regardless, you guard him. Matter of fact, he realized he didn't want no parts of that. He didn't want no parts of KD. Who he got on him? Got Richard Jefferson. Richard Jefferson like 37 years old. You supposed to be LeBron James. You supposed to be the king, the chosen one. And you got 37. You say I don't want no more. I'm good. I don't want no more parts of that. I'm gonna put Richard Jefferson on him. I'm gonna put Iman Shumpert on him. Come on, man. Anybody come guard this guy because he is killing me and I don't want to get exposed for not playing defense. Don't believe me. Go check the tape, man. Tape don't lie. Numbers don't lie and that tape don't lie either. Go look at the video, man. He just getting killed. He just couldn't do nothing. Couldn't do nothing with this boy. Oh, man. Now you're mad. Now you're talking about we need some more help. We need to reload up. I'm unhappy with all this stuff. Of course you were happy with David Griffin, the former general manager of the Cleveland Cavaliers, because he acquiesced to everything that you wanted. You said you want to get a Channing Frye. You want to get him. Boom, he went out and got him. Don't make no sense. Why did Channing Frye get like no minutes? He can get no minutes. You said you like Kay Felder, the guy who led the NCAA in scoring last year. So they drafted him. They went ahead and drafted him. He got no minutes. You telling me you ain't got no say? You ain't say, hey man, bring this guy on off the bench. Let's go and give him some minutes. Steph giving us 30 points a game. Let's go and give him it. He can get some buckets too. He can't do no worse than Darren Williams coming off the bench. Man went through like 3 or 4 games, had 0 points. Had like 5 points for the series. Come on, man. Keep it 100. What are we talking about here? He's supposed to be the greatest player in the world. I'm glad Kyrie finally said, hey, look, don't get mad at Kyrie. Don't get mad at Kyrie. Think like he's feeling himself. Some people trying to stare the narrative. They're trying to create this narrative, this picture, this story that's going along. That, who wouldn't be happy playing with someone that we've been to 3 straight finals. I want to play alongside LeBron too. Hey, look, man. He's a grown man himself. He's one of the greatest players in the world himself. Got re-signed a contract, an extension under, I guess, what seemed like false pretenses. They told him it is his team. When he signed that new 5-year deal, I think it was, when he signed that deal, they were like, it's going to be your team. We're going to build around you. And you're going to lead Cleveland back to the promised land. 2 weeks later, LeBron shows back up. And it's like, who knows? He might not have re-signed with him. He might want to go on somewhere else. That man was ready. He went through the losing. He deserved an opportunity to go ahead and see where he could shepherd the Cleveland Cavaliers too. He sucked it up. LeBron came down there, was like, whatever, Kyrie, you're just here. You're just here, man. And I feel a certain way about it too. And it's all about LeBron James regardless. He's talking about, I brought a championship back, finally to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bro, where would you be without Kyrie? Where would you be right now? Nowhere. Nowhere. You've been 0-3 these last 3 years. Listen, man. Listen. I love Max Kellerman. I say, oh man, hey, was he Kyrie or LeBron? Where is he gonna go? He wants to go to these other teams because he wants to have his own team. I love Max Kellerman, but he said some stuff I didn't really agree with. Usually he's on point. I just didn't agree with him on this time. He said, Kyrie Irving, he's a weapon. He's good. Best handles in the game, maybe ever. He's an awesome player, but he's not the kind of player you want to build a team around. You can't build a team around a guy like Kyrie Irving. He doesn't make people better around him, and that's something that making people better around you. I will go into that another time, but that's what he said. That's what his whole story about. He can get you buckets, but he doesn't make people better around you. You can't build a team around him. You know what? I'm just gonna back off just for a second. Let's just go with what he's saying. His hypothesis he's got his hypothesis he's got going on here. He says you can't build a team around him. Hello? Are we forgetting about a guy? Are we forgetting about a guy who was a shoot first point guard? A guy named Allen Iverson. You don't remember that guy? Did the Philadelphia 76ers, did they not build a team around this shoot first point guard who was slight in stature? Small point guard, shot first. Did they not build a team around this guy? Did they not get to the finals? Did they not get to the finals? Didn't he win MVP that year too? So what are you talking about? You can't build a team around a shoot first guard, a shoot first point guard who doesn't make the team better. Come on now. He's one of the biggest volume shooters in the history of the game. He got it done. The Sixers got it done around him. Why can't the Cavs build around him? Or any other team for that matter? You say, well, you need he's not a cornerstone or a franchise player. That's something you build a team around. Okay, man. All right. I'm gonna keep going with this hypothesis. How many of those teams are there? How many of those players are there? 3, 4, 5. We got Anthony Davis. We got LeBron. We got KD. Okay. Who else? Who else are we talking about? Dude from the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard. That's 4. Who else are we talking about here? Who else are we talking about? I named all 4, but he doesn't think you can build around guards, so I guess you can't include Steph or Westbrook in there. Can you build around James Harden? He's a shoot first point guard now. What about Russell Westbrook? You know what? That's about 6 or 7 of them. I'm just going to give you 10. Let's just say there's 10 cornerstone franchise guys that you can build a team around. Max Kellerman. I love the guy, man. I'm not hating on him. I'm just disagreeing with him. I said, if there's 10 of them, I'm going to give you 10. 10 players in the league. What are there, 30? 31 teams in the league right now? 32 teams? I can't even remember. I'll put it up on the screen for you. But if that's the case, you can only build a team around that you can expect to win with or to go deep into the playoffs. Then what are those other 20, 22 teams doing? What are those other GMs doing? They're stealing. According to Max Kellerman, they're stealing from the president of the team. They're stealing from the owners of the team. Because what are you doing? You can't build a team around the players that you got. So you're just throwing people together and not expecting to win. Is that what you're saying, Max Kellerman? Doesn't make any sense. I understand it would be great in a fairy tale world if everyone had a cornerstone guy who would be a top 10 player or a top 15 player to start off, and that's the first person. You got a clean slate, no one else on the roster. That's a fairy tale. That's a pipe dream. That's why it doesn't work that way. Okay? It's like building a cake. There's different types of cakes. Different types of cakes taste good. Some people like this kind of cake. They like cherry cake, they like vanilla cake, or whatever it is. Who's to say you can't? You got to start with the flour. You got to start with the flour. You don't have to start with the flour, because there's different ingredients that go into a cake, and all of them you need, or you won't have cake. All right? I mean, you can start with the flower. That would be like the franchise player, the cornerstone that you build around. No. But just because you've got this flower doesn't mean you have a winning team. Doesn't mean you have to start with that. You can get the flower later on. You're going to have some icing. Why not buy the icing first? That doesn't mean you're a bad baker. Doesn't mean you're a bad GM. Just because I went out and got my deadly three-point shooter, my Steve Kerr, I went and got him first before I was able to get the Jordan. Hey man, it doesn't work out that way. Those two teams, especially with the draft, hey man, some ways just way the ping pong balls bounce. You know, but that doesn't mean that you're just off the hook. I don't have to do my job. I don't have to try to build a team. You have to build a team with the available pieces and the resources that you have around you and the time span that you have around you. But look, man, I'm getting a little bit off point, way off track. I had a tendency to go and ramble on into a tangent like that. But hey, man, I'm so happy for Kyrie because, you know, when he was losing, when LeBron was in Miami, I was like, man, this guy's developing into a star, man. If they would have just took the time and built a team around him, hey, man, we be singing a whole different tune right now. It'd be a whole different story, you know. But not to mention that, listen, LeBron's all like, oh man, I want to get Melo because he can get buckets. You know, he's a forward, he can move around and like this. Listen, man, LeBron just wants people that bow down to his will. He wants people that are needing a second chance, like Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, or people that are past their prime, so they'll be happy to just ride the coattails of LeBron. He doesn't want anybody else to stop his shine. He wants all. That's why he's nicknamed the King for a reason, bro. The chosen one. Listen, man. Keep it 100. You say, man, how are they gonna guard all those players, all those stars on the Warriors? If they had someone more mobile, you know, a forward, you know, had some length, some quickness, some youth, some athleticism. And it's like, man, we need to get rid of, you know, Kevin Love. Hello. We had that guy. You had that guy on a cheap rookie contract. Andrew Wiggins, hello. He's 6'8", he can guard KD. He can switch off guard Clay. He can guard Draymond Green, he can guard all them boys. And can get buckets. And he's young and athletic. But no, he didn't want none of that. He wanted somebody who would be happy to play along with him. Andrew Wiggins was going to come into his own and take some of that spotlight, some of that shine off of LeBron. And he plays the same position as him. He didn't want that. He was like, oh, well, LeBron's got more weight on him. He had to push him to the 4 position. Nah, he didn't want that. Because he don't want to post up. He don't want to. He refused to post up. He's 280 pounds, 6'8", 6'9", whatever. And this guy, he just refuses to consistently use post-up moves, which is what they need. What are you going to try to do? How are you going to beat the Warriors? You going to outshoot them? Come on now. With Darren Williams, 5 points in like 5 games? Get out of here with that. Man, if you don't get out of here with that nonsense, what are you going to outshoot them? You going to outrun them with that old team you got? I don't think so. Why don't you pound them down low? No, he don't want to do that. Tristan Thompson ain't got no moves. Can't pound them down low. Can't do it. And then you don't want to go down low. Big as you are. Easily be getting buckets, be killing people. Nah, didn't want to do it. He wants to be a wing player. Don't give me all this LeBron talk. LeBron is awesome. I don't want to hear none of that, man. Where was all that in 2011? Dallas Mavericks, just killing these boys. Jason Kidd, he 37, 38 years old, killing them boys. Deshaun Stevenson, he ain't even in the league no more. He playing Big 3 with Ice Cube. Yay. He playing with Ice Cube over there, man. Listen, man, this guy, he actually still play. I don't want this to look like hate, because he can actually still play a little bit. You know, I hat off to him. If I had a hat on, I'd tip it to him. But Deshaun Stevenson at the time, he wasn't really doing nothing. Killing them boys. Jason Jet Terry just taking off and landing on them boys. Just killing them boys. You disappear in games. Just disappear, not getting no buckets. You wonder about, I need some more help. I need to go somewhere else. Hey man, listen. Hey, listen, man. Kyrie, more power to you. I would take him on the Lakers as long as we ain't got to give up nothing. Hey, no Brandon Ingram, because that guy's the truth. No Lonzo Ball. No Jordan Clarkson. No none of that. Okay, no Larry Nance Jr. Julius Randle. Man, you on the clock. And you got to show me something, man. Because, man, I've been rooting for you, man. I've been down for you, support. Listen, please, you got to show me something, man. You got to show me something. But, hey, more power to you, Kyrie Irving. Shoes are dope. Game's dope. And I appreciate you standing up like a man and realizing you want to take control of your destiny and not let LeBron rule over you. Appreciate that. You know, we looking forward to getting Paul George and that purple and gold next year. Hey, if LeBron does come, I don't want him to come unless he's going to be, you know, just a member of the team and not try to take over. But you see what they've already done. They already traded D'Angelo Russell, which is my dude. I'm telling you, this guy is the truth. They should not have traded him. They should not. Absolutely, in no circumstances should they have traded D'Angelo Russell. You just don't find guys like that. Guy got ice in his veins. It don't make no sense. You don't trade. You don't get rid of guys like that. Guys who step up in the biggest of the clutches a moment. You do not get rid of guys like that. Especially so you can click half space, so you can sign this guy LeBron James, who's had his problems, to say the least, with clutch moments. Listen, these ideas, they're neither wrong nor right. They're just my views on life. Come on, man. From the music group theLottory, Showtime Records. Let's get it, baby. Feel free to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. Really and truly appreciate it. Leave all your interesting comments right down below, especially the ones where you disagree with everything that I just said. And then subscribe so you don't miss any of the newest and latest views.